So today we're going to do something just a little bit different. I want you to learn the app Desmos that you see in front of you here. And so what I want you to do is I want you to do it with the equations that are in your packet. And as I said in the instructions in Schoology, get out the worksheet that is called Solving Systems by Graphing Practice Number 2. We're going to use that in order to find out how to use this graphing calculator. So we're going to come up here, move your mouse right up here to equation 1, and that's where we're going to type our equation. We're going to use the equation from our worksheet. So I'm just going to use my keyboard right now, 3x minus 2y, and see how it starts flashing up an equation as soon as I start typing, equals 4. And there it is. It's graphed the line for us, okay? So I use the keyboard on my computer, but I can also use the keyboard, and for some of the things it's going to be easier when we get into quadratics later on this semester. We might want to just use the keyboard. So come down here to the bottom left, click on that icon, and now we're just going to enter the second equation, x plus y equals. Now before we go any further, because before we have the equation come up, I just want to show you a couple of things here that you'll see we'll use later. See how that's a squared? That's going to be how you get a quadratic, how you get a to the second power. Here, if I have a power other than 2, I'd use that. Here's absolute value. Oh, inequalities, wouldn't that have been fun? Play with that one after you're done. Well, while you're out on this yourself after you've done these, maybe play with that and see what the shading does. Something fun to do for you. So anyway, and then when I put in the rest of this equation, which was -7, notice that my 2 lines appear. Now we can't see the solution until we move the keyboard, so hide the keyboard again. Let's move our graph up by selecting it and moving it up. So I just selected the thing and selected the graph, clicked on the graph and moved it up and slid it up with my iPad, with my mouse pad thing. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, but you know I'd have to mess up at least one. So anyway, now here's another really cool thing. If you're like, well, I'm not really sure where that is, right down here. Look, when I move my cursor, hover it right over, at least it should show up. Hold on. So when I click on it, I clicked where the intersection, and then I just hovered over there, and it tells me what the point is. That's -2, -5. Okay? So what I want you to do now is take that worksheet. You have the next 7 that I want you to put in inequalities. And if you want to, go back and check yesterday's work. That might be kind of fun to see what happens. And like I said, might be also kind of interesting to see what happens with inequalities. Put some inequalities in. Take your old packet, your Unit 4 packet, and go and do that. Okay, have some fun with this. Get comfortable with the graphing calculator on Desmos. Okay, thanks. If you have questions, you know where to find us.